LGNOs, welcome to BetwithEl for Saturday, December the 2nd. We're looking at weekly statistics for the week ending Wednesday, November 29th, and we're looking for a track where we have a high probability of coming out ahead by looking at percent in the money, percent win rate, percent place, percent show. Here we go. Aqueduct for 37 races, we are 59% in the money, 38% win rate, 27% place. Churchill Downs, 51% in the money, 22% win rate, 14% place. Charlestown, 44% in the money, 11% win rate, and 15% place. We have a feature where we can simply click on a column header to do a sort on that column. Here we go. Mountaineer Park, 89% in the money, 44% win rate. Mountaineer Park, only 9 races because Mountaineer Park has finished its season. Okay, Portland Meadows, 80% in the money, Tampa Bay Downs, 78%, and Los Alamitos, 71%. We can do the same thing with the win column. Simply click on the column header. Mountaineer Park, 44% win rate. Portland Meadows, 40%. Fairgrounds, 39%. And Aqueduct, 38%. And we can do the same thing with the place. Here we go. Chocolate Park, 38%. Hawthorne, 33%. Golden Gate Fields, 32%. Of course, these are all very small tracks. Let's go back to the win column here. Okay, so here, these are all small tracks. This week, let's see if we can find something at Aqueduct. It's a big track, and we have 38% win rate. Okay, let's go to our rankings. And we go to Aqueduct, December the 2nd. And here we are. Now we're looking for a race where we have a high probability of coming out ahead by looking at our ranking numbers and looking for a big gap between the top 3 and the rest of the field. Here we go, 24.5, 20.5, 18, 25, 17, 25. There's almost a 7-point gap here between the 5 horse and the 1 horse. Let's take a quick look and see what kind of a race number 1 is. Race number 1 is a claimer for 3 olds and up, and we see Memorial of Peter and November the 11th with a 98 buy rate. That's not too shabby. It's mile and 8 allowance, but it's a fairly cheap race for 3 olds up. It's allowance optional claiming. Let's keep race number 1 in mind because there is a nice gap of 10 points here. 7 points. Let's go on to race number 2. 17.5, 16.75, 14.5. No big gap here. Let's go on to race number 3. 21.5, 19, 18.75, 17.5. No big gap here. We're going to continue on to race number 4. 18.5, 13.5, 11.75. And this is a maiden race, as can be seen from these little asterisks. And these are first-time starters, and we like to stay away from maiden races because they're very unpredictable. Race number 5, 21.5, 21.5, 21.13. There's a huge gap between the 1 and 5 horse of about 7 to 8 points here. Let's take a quick look at race number 5. It's an allowance race. Alright, for 3 olds and up, and we see Gucci Factor ran June the 15th with an 89 buy rating. Alright, we'll keep race number 5 in mind. And go on to race number 6. Race number 6, 29.5, 26.5, 22.5, 20.5. Okay, there's almost a 9-point gap here between 2 horse and 3 horse. Let's take a quick look at race number 6. Race number 6 is actually a stakes race. Okay, the 4-round handicap stakes race for 3 olds and up with a purse of 200,000, and Jameson and Ginger ran on November the 9th with a 100 buy rating, which is really nice. It's a mile, and that was 8 from it, which is a mile. Alright, we'll keep that one in mind. Race number 6. Okay, that is a nice big gap between the 2 horse and the 3 and the 4 horse in the rest of the field. Alright, let's keep race number 8 in mind, 6 in mind. Go on to race number 7, 23.5, 20.75, 19.5, 13.25. Again, this is a maiden race, as can be seen from these little asterisks, and so we're going to skip race number 7 and go on to race number 8. Race number 8, 32.5, 26, 25, 24, 25, 20. Okay, there's a nice big gap between here, the 3 horse and the 6 horse of almost 12.5 points here. And let's take a quick look at race number 8 and see what kind of a race that one is. And race number 8 is the BetwithEl. It's a stakes race with 2-year-olds, and it's a purse of 250,000 with Mara Power, who ran October 21st with an 85 buy rating. Alright. It's a mile and 1/8, 32.5, 24.25. That's 12.5 points between a 3 and a 6. So let's keep race number 8 in mind and go on to the next race. Race number 9. 26.5, 23, 25, 20, 25, 19.5. There's a 7-point difference between the 5 horse and the 10 horse. Let's take a quick look at race number 9. It's the Remsen Stakes race again for 2-year-olds, and the purse is 250,000 with Catholic Boy, running November the 3rd with an 83 buyer rating. Alright, let's continue on to race number 10. Okay, 35, 75, 32, 28.5, 25.5. Okay, there's almost a 10-point gap between the 6 horse and the 2 horse. And there are 10 horses in this race. Let's take a quick look at race number 10. Oh, this is a CIGAR Mile with a purse of 750,000 for 3-year-olds and up. And we see Seymour Dini ran July the 3rd with 113 buy ratings. Okay, so these are really fast horses here whenever they show a buy rating over 100. Alright. Alright, so race number 10 is the CIGAR Mile, and we see Sharp Azteca. The 6 horse with a ranking of 35.75. Okay, this is the last race. So this week, 26, 19.5, it's 7. And this is almost 10 points here. This week, let's go to the stakes race here, the CIGAR Mile, race number 10. So for those people that have a premium membership, I'll be doing an in-depth analysis of race number 10. I hope to see you on the inside at horseraceadvantage.com.